country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome into our Space City Home Network studios and a brand new edition of Rodeo Rewind. I'm Julia Morales and we hope everyone is having a merry holiday season. We want to begin today with one of my absolute favorite parts of the rodeo, teenagers from all over Southeast Texas running around the floor of NRG Stadium in the calf scramble. Not only do they have to catch these animals, but then they have to halter them, then drag these calves, which weigh several hundred pounds, 30 or 40 or sometimes 50 yards to the center of the stadium. And would you believe, after all that, the hard work really begins.
The calves will come up. The hat is dropped. It's time to catch one.
Here we go, 9 calves, 19 kids.
As they try to hold on and put that halter on, they know exactly how this works.
So whenever a student catches a calf at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, first thing that they will do is they get a certificate from us that they can use to purchase a calf. So they'll take that certificate to a breeder, work with their county agent or ag teacher. Once they have their calf, they will supply daily care to the calf. That includes grooming, feeding. It's a pretty intensive project. Probably on average, I would say probably 2 to 3 hours a day spent towards their calf at least. The Progress Show is a great way for our contestants that are in the program to gain additional knowledge on their projects. A lot of the kids that are in the program have never shown a calf before. This is their first time to have a calf out showing, and it's probably the first time that the calf has actually been out of their barn. So it's a way for them to gain knowledge on grooming and feeding of their animal and proper techniques for showmanship of the animal as well. So typically the judge, as they're going through, we try to find judges that will give the kids a lot of feedback on their animal. If it's a calf that's underweight and needs additional groceries heading into the show, or on the other side, if it's a calf that's heavier than it should be, maybe helping them to know that they need to slow it down a little bit and have it at the right weight. In the livestock itself, what the judge is looking for depends on if it's a market animal or a breeding animal. Overall, they're looking for structural soundness of the animal. From there, some of it is capacity, its eye appeal, things of that nature that the animal has. From a market animal, they're really worried about the carcass quality and the total volume of product that comes out of the calf. From a breeding standpoint, they're going to be looking at femininity, their overall volume of the female, and their udder quality and soundness as well. From the exhibitor's standpoint, what the judge is looking for is the exhibitor's ability to show the animal, to set them up properly, and show them to the best of their ability. And then also the knowledge that they have on the project itself, what they know about the animal and the time that they put into the project. So after the Progress Show, the first thing that the kids are going to do is they're going to take all of the information that they gained from the Progress Show and use that to get their animal ready for March. So hopefully they gain some knowledge on showmanship and feeding, and they'll take that back and use that to get the animal prepared for the show. In addition, they have to work with their ag teacher or county agent to get their entries in for the show, which our deadline is December the 1st. There is time for the kids to make adjustments on their projects. Since they have about 3 months or so before the show's coming up, they have time to adjust the feeding. They have time to take the feedback from the judge on their showmanship techniques. They have time to get the proper supplies if they don't have the right type of halters or show sticks and things of that nature, and learn how to properly handle their calf before the show.
Sparks were flying at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Pavilion during this year's trailer build-off competition. In its third year, the contest provides an opportunity for Texas high school 4-H and FFA members to demonstrate real-world metal fabrication skills, abilities to read blueprints, manage project construction, and navigate real-time problem-solving through teamwork. 20 teams of 4 students were selected to go head-to-head in an 8-hour live metal fabricating contest constructing a small utility trailer using provided materials and plans. Each team had an advisor that was present throughout the day. A 15-minute consultation with their advisor was allowed to help coach them through the project. Teams were evaluated on safety procedures, site cleanliness, and teamwork throughout the day. At the conclusion of the trailer construction, teams were judged on weld quality, ability to follow design plans, placement of materials, squareness, and much more. Teams will showcase their completed projects at the 2026 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Ag Mechanics Project Show. Time for a quick break. When we get back, we'll take a look at this year's archery competition and an upfront view of one of the baddest bulls of all time.
The famed bucking bull, the big yellow whale, Bodacious.
Rodeo Rewind on Space City Home Network is brought to you by your Houston area Ford dealers. Did you know that the first Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo was back in 1932? Amazing to think that we're not too far off from the 100th anniversary of Houston's greatest tradition. To celebrate this proud history, the Rodeo Houston Hall of Fame was established in 2024. Its goal is to recognize individuals and animals for their impact on the success and longevity of the rodeo.
Texas, he belongs to you. What do you think about it?
Well, one jump, whoop!
2 rodeo legends will be inducted into the 2026 Rodeo Houston Hall of Fame. Champion bull rider Ty Murray and legendary bucking bull Bodacious mark the 3rd class of Hall of Fame inductees, including the first animal athlete.
Bareback rider, bronc rider, and a bull rider. The all-around champion, winning more money in 1989, ending the 80s than anyone else.
Ty Murray is a 6-time Rodeo Houston champion. He earned multiple championship titles in Houston throughout his career, including all-around champion in 1990, 1993, 1994, and 1998, and bull riding champion in 1990 and 1994.
Howdy, Ty.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We're calling with some exciting news.
We're calling to invite you to be one of our next inductees.
I'm very flattered.
Awesome. Well, we are truly honored to be able to invite you for this special honor. As a 4-time all-around champion and 2-time bull riding champion here at Houston, we couldn't think of anyone better to represent the rough stock contestants in the 2026 class.
He is a 9-time world champion, a 19-time National Finals Rodeo qualifier, and 2000 Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame inductee. He was also one of the last contestants to be crowned as an all-around champion at Rodeo Houston.
Yeah, I haven't even been there since it's in NRG Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Well, this will be great.
Yeah,
then to get, we'll be so happy to get you back here, Ty.
Well, thank you guys. I'm really honored and appreciate you guys thinking of me, and I look forward to hearing more from you guys.
Sounds
That's
like
great.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, sir.
You'll be a great representative. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
The first animal inductee into the Rodeo Houston Hall of Fame is simply one of the toughest rides in the history of rodeo.
The famed bucking bull, the big yellow whale, Bodacious.
Bodacious made his first professional rodeo appearance in Houston in 1992. Known for his unmatched power and unpredictable athleticism, Bodacious achieved near mythical status. His dominance in the arena drew national attention and helped elevate the profile of bull riding during a pivotal time for the sport.
Hey, James. This is Chris Bowman.
And Patman Phillips.
We have some exciting news.
Today, we are calling to invite Bodacious to be one of our next inductees into our Hall of Fame. And obviously, the number of honors that Bodacious carries far surpasses any other bull and notable other stock. His reputation wasn't hype. It was earned through unmatched combination of power and unpredictability. Bodacious will be our first animal inductee.
How do y'all feel about that?
Congratulations.
Yeah, how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Big honor. Thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
Well, we sure appreciate it, and thank y'all for the honor. It means a lot.
Owned by Sammy Andrews of Andrews Rodeo Company, Bodacious was named the 1994-1995 PRCA Bull of the Year and was the 1995 PBR Champion Bull. Of the 135 men that dared to climb onto Bodacious's back, he bucked off 127. 94% of cowboys failed to hold on for 8 seconds with Bodacious below them. An induction ceremony for these two rodeo legends will take place Tuesday, March 10th, and fans can visit the Legends of the Arena display inside NRG Stadium throughout the rodeo. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo hosted the annual archery competition with over 500 Texas sharpshooters between the ages of 8 and 18. This premier youth event showcased rising talent in both indoor target and 3D archery. Now in its third year being held in the fall, the updated schedule allowed more students the opportunity to participate and compete at the highest level. The competition featured multiple rounds over the course of the weekend as archers competed for cash prizes, awards, and the coveted title of Grand Champion. Champions were named in different classes based on bow type, and 2 individuals were crowned top archers. $95,000 was given away in cash awards, which was raised through the hard work of the Ranching and Wildlife Committee. Archers from this competition have gone on to compete at national and Olympic levels, which makes this one of the top youth archery events each year in Texas. By fostering these skills and supporting agricultural youth organizations, the rodeo continues its mission to champion the next generation of leaders, both in and beyond the arena. Coming up when we get back, we'll take a look at the changes needed to transform NRG Stadium overnight for a special 21st show at the rodeo.
The stadium changeover is actually a lot of fun for people here in the operations and production world to be able to do a turnaround like that overnight. And you're talking lights up at 7 o'clock and then we're opening the doors at 4 o'clock the next day.
Rodeo Houston on Space City Home Network is sponsored by Reliant. Reliant is proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Reliant, power your way. Get ready for the Star Stage to be the focal point of Houston once again this spring. A few weeks ago, the rodeo announced the music genre calendar for this year's show, and it should be exciting for all fans. Opening night will be Monday, March 2nd. Black Heritage Night will be Friday, March 6th. That has had some big surprise guests the last few years. Go Tejano Day, one of the biggest days of the year, will be Sunday, March 15th. And the show will end with a special concert-only event headlined by Cody Johnson on Sunday, March 22nd. Reminder that the entertainment lineup will be announced after New Year's and that tickets will go on sale January 15th at rodeohouston.com. Welcome back into Rodeo Rewind. We mentioned a bit earlier that Rodeo Houston began in 1932. Well, last year, they had their biggest year ever, setting a new record for total attendance at over 2.7 million people. What does it take to keep rodeo up and running for 3 straight weeks? We got the chance to chat with the rodeo's Chief Operations Officer, Kyle Olson, who is in charge of everything on site, from the first fire at Cook-Off to the last song sung on the Star Stage on night 21.
2025 was a record-breaking year. The attendance was phenomenal. We had great weather all the way through the barbecue. We had over 250,000 people just out for Thursday, Friday, Saturday of the World's Championship Barbecue. This show has gotten incrementally larger year over year, and the crowds will be here, and we just have to be ready for them. 2.7 million people. Every time I hear that, that's just absolutely astounding. On any given day, we'll have the equivalent of the population of the city of Pearland just coming in the parking lots, hanging out, having corn dogs, and watching some rodeo and a great concert. This year, with 21 shows coming up, Cody Johnson coming in to close us out, it's a massive undertaking. Fortunately, I got to be part of this same kind of conversion with George Strait in 2019 and then again in 2022. It's an incredible undertaking. It's well coordinated. It's kind of a little bit of a managed chaos, but there's a lot of art and a lot of science to how we do it. We started preparing for this 21st show as soon as we heard there was a possibility of it happening. The biggest challenge really with making that conversion is not necessarily what we do in the stadium overnight, going from rodeo to a full concert. That's exceptional. But it's losing a day on the front end of the show, where typically we have barbecue for 3 days, and then we have Sunday and Monday to kind of clean up, flip the parking lots, and get ready to welcome guests in on Tuesday. Well, this year we get to do it on Monday. We gain an extra day on the back end, but we lose it on the front end. That's really the biggest challenge, is making sure you're well coordinated. But we've made it happen twice, and I'm confident with the team that we have and the experience that we have doing it, it's going to go phenomenally. The stadium changeover is actually a lot of fun for people here in the operations and production world to be able to do a turnaround like that overnight. You're talking lights up at 7 o'clock, and then we're opening the doors at 4 o'clock the next day, and we have to take out over 500 dump truck loads worth of dirt. We've got to mobilize an entire chair crew. We've got 7,000 chairs that ship in from out of state and come in on trucks. I mean, there's a lot of advanced planning that goes on, and it's really, truly making sure that all of our vendors, all of our partners, and all of our labor is lined out and ready to do it. When you're in an operation this size, you really focus on being accurate, having good timelines, going through those details. NRG Stadium is uniquely positioned to do turnarounds like that. We have the access, we have the experts. We are dealing with the best production companies, the best management companies, the best labor companies that really truly understand what it is. We have a timeline, and we put a plan together, and we execute it, because that's what we have to do. Seeing somebody who's still young, but really at a very exciting place in his career with Cody Johnson coming on the stage, I can't think of another local country artist I'd rather see up there and be supporting doing this. When you do think about the origin story and how he was introduced to rodeo, I mean, he's a rodeo competitor. So, having someone like that is true to the sport and what he's done to be an ambassador of the Houston Livestock Show and rodeo and support the youth in Texas, I mean, he's lived it. And to be able to have him up on our stage as a full concert production is it's amazing.
Okay, one more quick break, but when we get back, it's cheers to the winners. We're going to look back at championship night at Rodeo Houston.
Rider Right has just become a Rodeo Houston champion.
Rodeo Rewind on Space City Home Network is brought to you by Miller Lite. Round up great taste with Miller Lite, the official beer of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. The Rodeo Uncorked International Wine Competition is one of the world's largest wine contests. 13 top award winners were selected out of more than 3,000 entries from a record 25 countries by a panel of renowned expert judges. Of the 3,000 entries, there were over 1,000 brands entered from around the globe. The United States, Italy, France, and Argentina topped the countries with the most entries. Over 500 came from Texas wineries, and over 200 entries came from the 2026 featured region, Oregon. The panel of 130 judges, which included industry experts and connoisseurs, evaluated a diverse selection of wines across multiple categories, including red, white, sparkling, and dessert. Each wine was carefully assessed based on factors such as aroma, taste, appearance, and overall balance. The coveted Grand Champion Best of Show went to Chimney Rock Cabernet Sauvignon, Tomahawk Vineyard, Stag's Leap District 2022. The Reserve Grand Champion Best of Show was awarded to Sequoia Grove Chardonnay, Napa Valley 2023. Okay, that's going to wrap up this edition of Rodeo Rewind. We hope everyone has had a great 2025 and has an even better 2026. Hard to believe that once we get to New Year's Day, it'll be only a matter of weeks before rodeo events and activities start popping up all over town. Remember to check out RodeoHouston.com on January 15th to get your tickets for all 21 nights. Before we go, we want to give you a special look at the 2025 championship night at the rodeo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the rodeo this spring.
Hello, Houston.
I cannot wait to crown the champions.
Ride, throw, and it's good. Riley Webb has just won Rodeo Houston.
The Calgary Stampede versus the Texan Gentleman. Hold on tight, rocker. It's the ride of a lifetime. Waiting on this steer to come out. 2 horns, we need 2 feet. We got him.
Rider right. He's having a day right. 87 points, and Rider Right has just become a Rodeo Houston champion. Here comes Tuck in the dirt, slide. Yes! The California stuntman is going to add to the biggest win of his career.
All right, Kelsey Mowry, perfect on the first turn. Oh my goodness, let the big horse run. She does it. She does it. You've done it once. Do it again.
2.7. Come on, Houston, explode.
We're out of there with the man from Idaho. It's working. Yes, yes, yes.
Woo-hoo! Tristan Hutchins, Rodeo Houston.